Hammond, Louisiana. Louisiana's #1 Corvette dealer for the last 6 years. That's Ross Danning Chevrolet, 600 South Morrison Boulevard in Hammond.
Deke Bellavia, Mark Willoughby back for our final segment here on the pregame show. And Deke, let's talk about the history of this intense rivalry. It goes way, way back before you and our time here at Independence and Amite respectively. But really, I guess you could say the intensity of the modern rivalry, we'll call it, since 1991, when Louisiana decided to go to the 5 classification system that pitted Amite and Independence into the same district. But prior to that, Amite was 3A, Independence was always 2A. But since 1991, this rivalry is really taking on an added significance. Talk about that, if you would.
Well, no question about it, Mark. And of course, you look in the 90s alone throughout the 80s. In 91, you see one of Amite's best teams, led by Eric Foster, Alderay Head, Leslie Crow, guys of that nature. And of course, in 92, you see arguably one of Independence's best teams, 92 and 97. And 94, you see another one of Amite's great teams. So this 90s has had it. In 1994, Amite wins a good one over in Amite. Was a great ball game. Of course, that was they weren't as ranked as high, but of course, Independence had a great team that year, and that kind of set up that season as we knew that the Tigers were coming up big and strong, you'd say, Mark, because after that, Tigers reeled off 4 in a row after 1994. That's where we stand. You know, you go to go to 89 right here, Mark, right over there in that end zone. Is Al Head in or is he not? Amite wins 8-7. In 95, it looks like Rodney Barkins for Amite may be in the end zone. The turnover is a big play in the game. So this rivalry has the plays, it's had the players, great tradition, great coaches, and of course, looking around where Spec is now, Mark, it definitely has great fans. But no question about it, Mark. I know you're glad. I'm glad. You're from Independence and I'm from Amite. Part to be about the best rivalry in the area.
Well, 3 times in this decade, these two teams have come into the ball game ranked in the top 5. It began in 1992 when what will always be considered the grandfather of the modern rivalry here in the 90s. The epic battle up the road in Amite when 4,000 to 5,000 fans just crammed around the stadium to see the #1 ranked Warriors take on the #2 ranked Tigers. Independence broke a 7-game losing streak that night, winning a hard-fought battle, 26 to 21 in Amite. Amite took the next 2 ball games in 93 and 94, as you mentioned. Then Independence started a 4-game streak in 1995 with a tough 23-22 win here, culminating in a 20-13 improbable victory a year ago in Amite. So this has been very intense. Both teams always highly ranked. Deke, hate to put you on the spot. I know you don't want to answer, but what do you think about tonight's ball game?
Well, Mark, I'd be going back if you and I sat down in August and we both said that we thought Amite would be a team that could win the district this season. I'll still stick with that, but I tell you what, Mark, they are going to have to earn it tonight to get it the old-fashioned way. And I don't think Independence wouldn't mind losing to a better team, but as long as they come out here and play hard, and that's exactly what these Tigers will do tonight.
I agree with you, Deke. Amite, there's no question they're the favorite coming in. They have a lot of folks back from a year ago. They're a veteran team. They're ranked #1. They have it all. They're 8-0. Independence, a good football team, as you said, but maybe some uncertainty there. But they'll find out tonight when these two teams hook up right here at Tiger Stadium. We're going to send it back, and we'll be back with the opening kickoff. You're watching high school football on FPTV, Channel 17.
Father in heaven, I come just to say thank you. Thank you for all the blessings that you have bestowed upon us. Thank you for the darling son Jesus, who bled and died for our sins. Thank you that he rose on the 3rd day born with all blessings in his hand. Father, we ask that you are to bless the Amite Warriors, bless the Independent Tigers, bless both schools for higher education for our students. We ask that you are to bless them on the playing field, they would exhibit good sportsmanship. We ask that you are to bless those fans in the stands. And Father, we ask for traveling grace, that you are bless us as we return home to our families. Even though the best we ask in the dark in Jesus' name before us, we pray. Amen. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam?
welcome back to a madhouse here at Tiger Stadium as the atmosphere here is electric. Both teams are actually the Tigers coming onto the field, releasing balloons into the air, and this is typical Amite Independence hostility here tonight as the Warriors are set to come onto the field to their fans, and the Tigers are at midfield, and you can't say anything about not being fired up tonight. You really don't need a motivational speech if you play for either one of these teams. Of course, Independence, as Dick Bellavia and I mentioned on the pregame show, has won the last 4 contests, and they have been some very good games, to say the least. The 1995 contest right here at Tiger Stadium was 23-22 in favor of Independence. The Tigers won it on a Darren Brister 48-yard touchdown run late in the 4th quarter and held off a furious Amite rally at the end. It was Brister with an interception to seal the win. In '96, the Tigers pretty much dominated that football game, winning 28-13. Likewise in '97, winning 30-19, although Amite made a game of it for 3 quarters. And of course, last year, a game in which many observers felt going in that Amite would win, but the Tigers managed to pull that one out late in the ball game. It was Antron Sieber doing the work, and Indy held on for a 20-13 win. The Warriors looking to break the string here tonight, and this is going to be an exciting one as the captains are getting ready to head to midfield for the coin toss. At this time, we'd like to thank one of our sponsors, John M. Mabry, candidate for Parish Council District 3. Number 81, that's John Mabry. He'll offer new leadership for the new millennium. He'll work hard for all the citizens of District 3, as well as your vote and support will be appreciated. That's John Mabry, candidate for Parish Council District 3. Captains for tonight's game for the Amite Warriors. They'll have Brandon Wagner, Oscar Perry, number 80, number 43 is Damian Thompson, and C.J. Baptiste, number 30. The Tigers will send Aaron Lips, number 64, Barry Whitmer, number 66, and number 2, Jarvis Dunn, to midfield to work the opening coin toss. And again, this should be an outstanding contest here tonight. Many have given the Warriors the edge coming in, and they're ranked number 1, and deservingly so. Big wins over Hammond, Kentwood, and Macomb, Mississippi, and they have played staunch defense the entire year, just surrendering 53 points. They are very tough to move the football against, and they have big play capability offensively with the likes of Brandon Wagner, C.J. Baptiste, Damian Thompson, and others, and also Oscar Perry. The Tigers, meanwhile, have just continued to chug along and continue their consistent play. Opened up with a couple of impressive wins against Plaquemine and Donaldsonville. Hit a roadblock right here in Tiger Stadium against Kentwood back in week 4. Lost a heartbreaking overtime decision on a failed 2-point conversion. And Kentwood came away with a 28-27 win. The Tigers have since that time have reeled off 4 straight, including last week's 31-14 win over the Franklinton Demons. And the toss has been won by Independence. They have elected to receive. They will be traveling from right to left. Amite will defend the west goal line. We're going to send it back for a commercial break and be back with the opening kickoff. You're watching FPTV Channel 17 High School Football. Damian Thompson will do the kicking for the Amite Warriors. Doing the receiving for the Tigers will be Jarvis Dunn. He'll be flanked by Charles Tofield and Brandon Dawson. And again, bodies still trying to pile into Tiger Stadium. This stadium was not built to accommodate this type of crowd. And the stadium is, some 50, 60 years old. And even though there's new bleachers, or relatively new bleachers, on the home sideline, these bleachers were put in some 12 years ago when Independence, or 14 years ago when Independence was still AA. So no place to sit or stand as Thompson puts a big foot into it, and this one's going to take Dunn to the end zone. And the Tigers will have to march 80 on their opening possession. as Charles Tofield received it into the end zone, and Independence will have it 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Setting the offense for the Tigers, they'll be anchored up front by Ryan Gazzardo, senior center. He'll be flanked by Craig McGee, number 52, 6'1", 225 pounds. Also Barry Whitmer, 5'11", 300 pounds. Also Aaron Lips, 6'5", 260. As we set the lineup, B.J. Fendelson, 5'10", 275. Signorelli, the quarterback. Dawson, the tailback. On the first play from scrimmage, here's Jarvis Dunn, cuts it inside, and he's tripped up at the 21 by Ephraim Okacha, I believe. A gain of 1. Charles Tofield was the ball carrier. And had some running room if he was able to cut it back inside, but Okacha was able to get a hand on the foot and trip him up after a gain of 1. So Amite playing their typical stingy defense on the first play from scrimmage. Tigers come out in a double wing formation. This will be Dawson on the carry. Huge hole. Actually, Signorelli kept the football and just gained a yard. Dawson was wide open through the interior of that defensive front, and Signorelli kept the football. So not sure if that was a read play or not, but that was a big hole there had he gave it. Signorelli, we talked about Antron Sieber. Signorelli has played good football since taking over at the beginning of the year. Tigers with 3 wideouts to the right. On the give, here's Dawson, big running room. He'll have the first down to the 35-40, breaks the tackle, still running up to the 47-yard line. And Brandon Dawson on the counter sweep picks up the Tiger first down to the Amite 47 and give him 24 yards on the carry. So we talked about the Independence offensive line, a veteran unit, and right there opening up the big hole. So it's 1st down and 10 Independence. Ball at their own 47-yard line, just underway. Glad you're with us here on FPTV. Here's the give. Tofield on the end around, breaks a tackle. Into the secondary to the 40 to the 39, and Charles Tofield picks up 12. Make it 13 yards, and the Tigers have another first down. Independence coming out in a bit of a wrinkle here in a double wing formation, something they haven't run all year. And right now, perhaps Amite a little bit off guard. If you remember, Amite caught Independence off guard with some formation wrinkles a year ago and was able to put up a quick touchdown on the Tigers. Independence trying to answer here in 99. 1st and 10, ball at the 40-yard line after the 13-yard gain. Here's Dawson straight ahead, pounding forward. Pyle pushing forward for about 4 yards as Brandon Dawson make it 5 into the teeth of that Warrior defense. And if that was one concern Donald Career had coming in, was the ability for the Independence offensive line to get a push up front. Amite is an extremely quick defensive unit, but they're not overly big, and they are susceptible to a power running game. 2nd down and 5, ball at the 35. Signorelli calling for the football. Jarvis Dunn on the carry, tries to get outside, turns the corner, hit and breaks the tackle down to the 31-yard line or the 26-yard line, and it's another Tiger first down, and we have a flag on the play. And this could be a hold in the secondary against the Tigers as they had blockers downfield. Let's see what it is, and we have a clip. The Tigers called for a clip. They had Craig McGee and a couple of other blockers downfield. And this is going to negate the first down run. It happened into the secondary, so this will push it back to about the 40 or 39-yard line. So it's a 15-yard penalty. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 10. So basically it's a net gain of a loss of 5. You have to give Dunn the credit for the carry to where the penalty was assessed, which was assessed at the 25, and it's 2nd down and 10. This will be done again. End around, cuts it inside, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage and dropped for no gain. Excuse me, that's Charles Tofield. knocked down by Dorset Buckles on the play. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 10, and this is what Coach Baglio wanted to avoid, was 3rd and long. So the penalty, the big play here in this drive is Amite is forced, or excuse me, Independence forced in a 3rd and 10 situation. Signorelli has thrown the ball pretty well the last couple of weeks, but that's something the Tigers did not want to get into here tonight. This will be Dawson on the carry, hit and gains a couple at the line of scrimmage. Helmet comes off, and the Tigers will punt it away here. So after moving the football down to the Amite 25-yard line, the Tigers will be forced to punt. And it'll be Dustin Signorelli into the ball game. And back deep to receive for the Warriors is Jarrell Carter. So a promising opening drive for the Tigers, but resulted in no points. The penalty, the big play in that series. The clip against the Tigers nullified a promising scoring drive, potential scoring drive. Good snap, Signorelli kicks it. It's a knuckleball which will go out of bounds, and this isn't going to be a very long punt, probably only about 10 yards, and that's going to be it. So he tried to aim it out of bounds away from Jarrell Carter. He did so, but only nets 10 yards with the punt. And the Warriors, with their high-octane offense, will go to work at the 28-yard line. Amite led by Brandon Wagner, C.J. Baptiste. We'll set the offensive line as we go along, and Darrell Edwards and company up front for the Warriors. They'll spread the field as usual, man in motion. Here's the give on the speed to number 21, tries to turn the corner and tripped up by Chris Bonds. And on the carry for Amite was Nathan Solomon, and he picks up maybe a yard, and that'll be it. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10. No gain on the play. Amite expecting to come in tonight and throw the football. Independence has given up some yardage in the air this year. Ranger torched them for 300-plus yards 2 weeks ago. And Kentwood did pretty much the same back in week 4. Man in motion. Here's a give. Baptiste. He's hit and knocked down for a gain of about 5 yards. As number 5 on the tackle for the Tigers, Carlos Spears, and also Brandon Dawson on the tackle. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 5. Call it a gain of 6. 3rd down and 4. Warriors ball at the 34-yard line. Independence playing a lot of guys both ways the last couple of weeks. We see Aaron Lips in defensively. Independence misaligned here, as this will be a give to Baptiste. He has the 1st down, and Amite very fortunate right there. Independence very fortunate, as Independence was caught misaligned there. They had twin receivers to the far left and only had one man out there, and Amite ran the give there to Baptiste. He picks up the 1st down, but Independence having trouble getting lined up here in the early going. Baptiste picks up 5 in the 1st down. Ball at the 42-yard line. Warriors in their initial offensive possession on the move. Here's Perry in motion on the give straight ahead. Baptiste has big running room right up the gut, and he's hauled down on the play by Chad Alexander into Tiger territory to the 27-yard line. And right there, Amite got the Tigers spread out inside and just hammered Baptiste right up the middle untouched until he got into the Tiger secondary. And Independence will call a timeout. And again, they've had some trouble getting lined up. And Sammy Messina, the defensive coordinator, wants to talk about it. And as he does, we'll take a break. You're watching high school football on FPTV, Channel 17. Amite marching the football inside Tiger territory, the 28-yard line. Wagner looks over the line of scrimmage, hands off. This is Oscar Perry breaks the tackle. Mid ball comes loose. Tigers fighting for it, and they have recovered. Independence on the recovery as Oscar Perry was belted at about the 25-yard line. The ball came loose, and Independence on the recovery could not see who made the tackle or the initial hit, but it was a big one. And Independence dodges a bullet from Amite. So both defenses bending here, but not breaking. So the Tigers back on offense. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Amite had moved it well from their 28 down to the Tiger 28. But Perry coughed it up at Independence with the football. 1st down and 10. 5:20 to play here in the first quarter. Signorelli back to throw, has a man wide open. He receives the football complete. That's McCleary to the 38. Amite, as usual, gives up that cushion on the outside. And right there was Patrick Warford, who just laid off of McCleary, and Independence picks up 8 on the play. Second down, and we'll call it a long 2. The first down marker is just over the 40-yard line. Tigers will need about 2 and maybe another foot. Signorelli, quarterback sneak. He'll push ahead and be close to the first down, maybe about a couple of inches short. Let's see where they spot it. It looks like they'll spot it right on the 40, so he'll be about a foot short of the first down. But the Tigers will have it 3rd down and 1, but we're going to have a timeout for a measurement, I believe. So unless the yard lines are straight, this is going to be short by about a foot. I'd like to thank T. Wheeler, who did the artwork at the center of the field here at Tiger Stadium with a big tiger head. T. Wheeler, of course, renowned around these parts for painting up and dressing up all of the local area football fields. T. Wheeler does an outstanding job, and ladies and gentlemen, if you've ever had a chance to witness him do it in person, which I have, he basically does it with nails, string, and garden hose. And it's just a mathematical process that he uses, and really no artwork involved, and he is very impressive. And he's done fields at Ponchatoula, Hammond, Oak Forest, Laranger, Sumner, and others, and great job by T. Wheeler. Tigers have it 3rd down and a foot. Ball at the 40-yard line. Look for Signorelli to sneak this one again. He will, and he'll have the first down to about the 42-yard line. They look like they went without a nose guard there, and that's very unusual when you only need a foot for the first down. First down, Independence, moving the football to the 42-yard line. Other pivotal ball games tonight in the area. Hammond is on the road at Covington. That score was 0-0 in the first quarter. St. Thomas Aquinas visiting Sumner this week. First down and 10, Tigers with a football. Here's Signorelli on the keep, has running room into the secondary, and is down to the 48-yard line of Amite, close to another first down. That was an excellent read we talked about earlier when Signorelli kept it earlier. When Dawson was open right there, they clamped down on the give, and Signorelli pulled the football and picked up 9, possibly 10 yards. This may be another measurement here, and I think we will.
Quickway Food Store. Quickway Food Store is your one-stop shop for gas, snacks, and drinks. Hot or cold sandwiches are always fresh and available. The coldest beer and drinks in town and delicious deli meats are ready to be sliced at Quickway Food Store. Whether you're filling up with Citgo gas or buying some delicious fried chicken, stop by Quickway today. You can give them a call at 878-6192. That's Quickway Food Store, Highway 51 in Independence.
Second down and 1, 3:38 and counting here in the first quarter. Independence moved the football pretty well in their initial possession, drove it some 55 yards down the field. A clipping penalty was a thorn in the side of the drive. Amite turned around. They drove the ball well, but fumbled the football. And Independence has it right back here, 2nd and 1. Signorelli, quarterback sneak. He'll push forward and should have the first down with the surge up front by Ryan Gazzardo and company. So Signorelli's busy here tonight carrying the football, and he picks up the Tiger first down. We've talked about the players here tonight. We've really failed to talk about the coaching staffs of these two fine ball clubs. Of course, Coach Charles Baglio, the Dean of Coaches in Tangipahoa Parish, knocking on the door of 200 wins and 2 consecutive trips to the state finals. He is a legend in Tangipahoa Parish. Here's Dawson on the carry, hammers forward for a couple, and that'll be it to about the 46-yard line.
Since 1934, First Guaranty Bank has been a part of Tangipahoa Parish. We at First Guaranty Bank take pride in our bank and its continued growth. Our staff is truly committed to customer satisfaction. Our future depends on 2 things: our dedication and commitment to our customers and communities we serve, and the experience and talent of our employees. First Guaranty Bank is proud to be an integral part of this community. First Guaranty Bank, member FDIC, and a equal housing lender.
2nd down, call it 7 after a gain of 3. Signorelli's pass complete for the first down, or close to it. That is Dalen Williams. And he was wide open again, and Williams has it down to the 37-yard line. There's a flag on the play. And this could be a face mask against Amite, I believe. It is, and the Tigers will add 15 yards to the completion and pick up another first down. So again, the Warriors giving that cushion up, and Dalen Williams wide open on the play. Signorelli threw a strike, and the penalty tacks on another 15 down to the 22-yard line. But going back to Donald Career, he has really taken this Amite program to another level. Of course, winning the state championship in 1994. Outstanding team in 97. Here's Dawson on the carry. He'll break 1 tackle, tries to sidestep another to about the 21-yard line. And this will be a nominal gain of about a yard. James Brown on the tackle. And Dawson having trouble getting untracked here. It's been Signorelli and others who have done the damage. So to bring up 2nd down, call it, a long 8. Ball at the 21-yard line. Amite led by Dorset Buckles, Big James Brown, Marbury Wilson and company, Chris Gordon and others on that outstanding defensive front 7. Here's Dawson again. He'll push forward, pile driving, and he continues to push forward. Forward progress is going to be stopped, though, after a gain of about 4. So Brandon Dawson pushes the pile along with Aaron Lips and company. And what looked like about a gain of 1 turns into a gain of 3. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5. And right here, Keith Corona, offensive coordinator for Independence, will try to probably call something here that'll get them close to the first down, because I'm sure they'll use 4th down to go for it if they have to. Of course, they also have Julio Cervantes, who has an outstanding leg to kick field goals. Here's Dawson, has a hole, bounces forward, close to the first down. He may have it down to about the 12. He's going to be close. This may be, there's a fumble on the play, and Amite has recovered. Amite has recovered a fumble. And, of course, I couldn't see it. I was blocked out. As I'm up on the press box, and our cameras have me blocked out here, and they say that Dawson fumbled the football on what would have been a first down run, and Amite has turned the Tigers away again. So fumbles have plagued both football teams here. And we have an injury on the field for the Warriors. With this timeout, we'll take a break. You're watching high school football on FPTV, Channel 17. Troy Brumfield is the injured Warrior down on the field. Looks like he's okay. He's up under his own power, being escorted off the field. And again, we couldn't see the loose ball there. It must have happened right at the bottom of the pile, or perhaps a Warrior defender took it out of his hands. But we could not see it from here. But nonetheless, Amite has the football, and they have denied the Tigers the end zone. 1st and 10 at the 12. Wagner has a man in motion on the give. That Batiste, he'll push forward for about 3 or 4, maybe 5 yards. Stopped in there by Clarence Richardson and company. Also Ryan Joseph and Barry Whitmer, who's in on defense after a gain of about 4. 2nd down and 6. Tigers continue to substitute liberally along that defensive front. 2nd down and 6, ball at the 16-yard line. And that will be the end of the first quarter. I'd like to go ahead and thank once again John Mabry, who is a candidate for Parish Council in District 3 in Tangipahoa Parish. Vote number 81, John Mabry. He'll offer new leadership for the new millennium. He'll work hard for all the citizens in District 3, as well as the parish. John Mabry has a proven record of service to all the people in District 3, as well as the parish. Please vote for John Mabry, number 81, on your ballot on Election Day. 2nd down and 6, ball at the 16-yard line. Warriors with the football. Man in motion. This will be Wagner on the pass. Has a man wide open, and he overthrows it. And again, Independence has nobody. They have nobody over there, and that was a gimme. As Drone James was wide open, the Tigers just didn't adjust to the formation. And finally, the Warriors spotted that, and they threw it out there. I mean, he was nobody around him, but Wagner overthrew him, and it's 3rd down and 6. So something Independence is going to have to get corrected, or they're going to give up a big play here. 3rd down and 6. This will be Wagner on the throw down the sidelines. Pass is knocked up and incomplete. Broken up by Chad Alexander, who had Damian Thompson covered like a blanket.
Daniel H. Edwards, attorney at law. Legal advice is very important, and you need a name you can trust. Contact Daniel H. Edwards today for all of your legal advice. Located at 202 East Oak Street in Amite, Daniel Edwards is dedicated to all of his clients and their legal needs. Give him a call and ask him any question at 748-2787. That's 748-2787. A proud sponsor of tonight's broadcast, Daniel Edwards, attorney at law, 202 East Oak Street in downtown Amite.
Snap is a good one, and the kick is high and will bounce at midfield. Dunn will take it at the 42, and he'll be dropped right there at the 41-yard line. Jarvis Dunn fielding it on the bounce. No yards on the return, maybe 1, and the Tigers will have it 1st and 10.
A proud sponsor of tonight's Amite Independence ball game is the Rehabilitation and Sports Care Center. The Rehabilitation and Sports Care Center is now serving the area and offering the best in sports care and rehab services. The center is located on Highway 16 East in Amite, and they are open 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. on Fridays, and 8 a.m. until noon on Saturday.
Really under center, coming on the blitz on the Warriors. Dunn has big running room, breaks the tackle into the secondary to the 47-yard line of Amite. Amite was caught on the blitz that time, and the Tigers able to get it blocked off there. For correction, that was Toefield on the carry. 7 and 2 look an awful lot alike from this far away. And to be honest with you folks, I'm doing this with one eye tonight, as lost the contact earlier today. So I'll do the best I can, and if I make some mistakes, I apologize. 1st and 10 Tigers, ball at the 47 of Amite. Signorelli on the straight ahead give to Dawson. And he is stopped for a 1-yard gain to the 45, maybe a gain of 2. It'll bring up 2nd down and a long 9, or a long 8. So Independence keeping Amite honest with that dive play to Dawson. But Charles Tofield and Jarvis Dunn and also Dustin Signorelli have been instrumental with getting yardage outside. Second down and call it 8. Ball at the 45. Signorelli with 2 wideouts to the right. Here's the counter sweep. Dawson, he's hit. Breaks a tackle, face mask on the play, and they got it there at the 42-yard line. As looked like Dunn was face masked twice on the play. Once as he broke the initial tackle, he turned his back and was pushing the pile forward, and it looked like another Warrior got another hand on the face mask.
Sponsoring tonight's ball game is Ragusa's Hardware in Independence. Located at 421 West Railroad Avenue in Independence, Ragusa's Hardware has all of your building supplies. Whether you're building a new house, trying to repair that old porch, or putting together a sun deck, stop by Ragusa's Hardware today for all of your building needs. Give them a call at 878-6254.
First down and 10, ball at the Warrior 27-yard line. Signorelli looks over center, back to throw, pass is intercepted. And down the sidelines is Warford, and he's out of bounds to Tiger 34. And Signorelli threw that pass kind of with a blind look. And Amite came up with a little more cushion, and Warford comes up with the interception. We talked about Amite laying off earlier, giving the cushion. Right there, they played a little bit tighter, and Signorelli a little bit late delivering the football. And Warford right there with the interception. Credit Brandon Dawson with hustle to save the touchdown. So that's the second turnover. Independence has been turnover free pretty much this year. That is one thing they have not done a lot of, is turn the ball over. So Amite with an opportunity here to take the lead. Ball at the 34. Here's Wagner on the give. Baptiste has running room, breaks outside, turns the corner, 20-25, down the sidelines, and into the end zone for the, no, out of bounds at the 5, and a flag is thrown. And this could really haunt Amite because he was knocked out of bounds, and a flag was thrown in the end zone. So this could knock Amite back to about the 20. He did not score. Well, actually, maybe there was not a flag. Thought I saw a flag fly. It may have just been a towel as he was knocked out of bounds at the 4-yard line. So Independence, who has pretty much dominated the first half of this game, are threatening to fall behind here as Wagner pushes ahead for no gain on the quarterback sneak.
Sponsoring tonight's ball game is Piggly Wiggly and Paul's Pharmacy in Independence. Stop by the new Piggly Wiggly food store today. Hey, it's a fresh atmosphere. Great clean shopping is what you'll get. Fresh, delicious produce items, great dairy products, great meat prices, and so much more. They have a fresh bakery. They offer Western Union services, phone cards, and get ready for your holiday trays with Piggly Wiggly.
This is Baptiste on the carry, down to about the 1-yard touchdown. He's into the end zone. And Amite makes the Tigers pay on the turnover. Independence has dominated the first half, but are behind 6-0. And it's basically been a couple of turnovers that have cost them. And Amite has taken the lead here with 9:14 to go here in the second quarter. And that's a backbreaker if you're Coach Baglio and company. You come out and you control the line of scrimmage, only to have nothing to show for it, and the extra point is good, and Amite leads this one 7-0 with 9:14 to play in the second quarter. And we'll take a break. You're watching FPTV on Channel 7. Amite capitalizing on the Tiger interception, have taken the lead 7-0 on a C.J. Baptiste run of 3 yards. And Damian Thompson will do the kicking for the Warriors. It'll be Dunn and others deep to receive for the Tigers, flanked by Dawson and Tofield. Warriors offsides on the kick, and they'll have to do it again as Thompson pounds this one 10 yards deep into the end zone, but he'll have to kick it again. Amite crossed the line of scrimmage, and they'll back him up 5. But after watching that kick, wind's blowing out of the east here tonight. The flagpole and the west end zone is hanging limp, but there is a slight east breeze, and Thompson has a strong leg anyway, got that one high in the air and booted that one to the back of the end zone.
Sponsoring tonight's ball game is Ross Downing Chevrolet, located at 600 at South Morrison Boulevard in Hammond. Ross Downing Chevrolet, the discount center. We are proud of our reputation for discounts. Give them a call in Hammond at 345-1285. Ross Downing Chevrolet offers the best prices around, and they're located right in the heart of Hammond, Louisiana. Louisiana's #1 Corvette dealer for the last 6 years. That's Ross Downing Chevrolet, 600 South Morrison Boulevard in Hammond.
34 was Baptiste, got him down inside the 5 and then did the honors himself. This kick a little bit shorter this time. This will be Tofield from the 3-yard line. Looks for a block, gets one, cuts it back inside to the 25. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 26-yard line. And Independence will have it again. Let's say that'll be the 31-yard line. Damian Heron on the tackle, and Independence will have it again. Ball right at the 30-yard line. Independence again has moved the ball well every possession, but they have had a clipping penalty, a fumble, and an interception that has denied them on all 3 possessions. And Amite capitalizing on the last one and lead it 7-0. This will be Tofield on the end around, cuts it inside, has running room, and is hit at about the 37-yard line, picks up 7 on the play. And Tofield was hammered, and this will be about a gain of 7, 2nd down and 3. Tofield, a tough young man. He's only 5'6", about 140, but he'll take on all comers, as he did there. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 3 after the 7-yard run by Tofield. Warriors, a very physical defense. They will strike you at the point of attack. Be Dawson straight ahead. No, Signorelli on the keep. He'll have 1st down yardage to the 45-yard line. And Independence, if they just continue to do that and don't shoot themselves in the foot, they could be winning this ball game right now. But instead find themselves on the wrong end of the scoreboard, trailing 7-0. Amite ranked #1, Independence ranked #3. Of course, in between them is Benton out of North Louisiana in the Shreveport-Bossier area. Jarvis Dunn cuts it up inside, has some running room into Warrior territory, picks up 6, maybe 7 on the play.
All new and only at Amite Sunflower. Be rewarded every time you shop with Sunflower's Gold Card reward checks. That's right, use your Gold Card every time you shop and get points when you reach 50 points. Get a reward check to buy items such as Crisco oil, Kraft mayonnaise, or Nabisco crackers, each with a reward check. Remember, use the card, get points, get reward checks, and get the savings only at Amite Sunflower, home owned and operated by Nick and Vivian Trebona, Highway 51 North in Amite.
He's met at the line of scrimmage, and he'll be stopped for no gain. So that'll bring up 3rd down, and we'll call it a long 3. Now they'll give him a gain of maybe a foot on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3. So the Tigers in a clutch situation here on 3rd down and 3. Amite's defense, who has been the backbone of their football team all year, have stood the test here tonight. They have turned the Tigers away on 3 occasions and trying to do it again here. 3rd down and 3. Mix up in the backfield. Signorelli keeps it in what amounted to be a reverse, and it's up the 1st down on a busted play. That was a busted play, but basically turned out to be a reverse. And Amite went for the bait, and Brandon Dawson, and they just over pursued on the play, and Signorelli bootlegged it to his left and picked up the first down. So a break there for the Tigers on the busted play. First and 10, ball at the Warrior 43. Independence with the football. This will be Dunn again, or Tofield. He's dropped for a gain of 1.
Pete's Pharmacy, your value right agency in Independence, featuring everyday low prices. At Pete's Pharmacy, we have 2 registered pharmacists on duty to give fast, efficient prescription service. We are completely computerized for tax and insurance records. We accept Louisiana Medicaid and most third-party insurance. We have 24-hour emergency prescription service. Call Pete Armada Sr. or Pete Armada Jr. today at 878-6321. That's Pete's Pharmacy, serving the Independence area since 1970.
First half. Signorelli, play action fake. He is hit and breaks the tackle, fires it, and it's intercepted again by Chris Gordon. So the Tigers, who have the one thing we said coming in, they could not turn the ball over, and they have turned it over 3 times here in the first half. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure if they've turned it over 3 times all year. And that's just an ill-advised throw by Signorelli, who did a nice job of breaking the tackle, but I think Coach Baglio's telling him just throw it away there or run the football and cut your losses. And another promising Tiger drive goes by the wayside. So Amite will go for the juggler here with 5:15 to play at the 40-yard line. Play action pass, looking as Wagner. He'll roll to his right, can't find anybody. Now takes off with it, and he's dropped for a gain of about 2 or 3.
Another proud sponsor of tonight's Amite Independence broadcast is your State Farm insurance agent, Robbie Lee. Stop by and see Mr. Robbie Lee and all of his friendly staff at State Farm Insurance. They're located at 227 Northwest Central Avenue in Amite. Mr. Robbie Lee and his staff are always there to give you the best quotes and rates on home insurance and also automobile insurance as well. Give them a call at 748-9000. That's 748-9000. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Robbie Lee, State Farm Insurance Agent, located 227 Northwest Central Avenue in downtown Amite.
He's big hole right up the gut, and he's into Tiger territory. First down to the 43. And Baptiste has been the workhorse here as he picks up about 10 or 12 yards on the carry. And another Warrior first down. So Amite has been on defense but have not broken, and they are coming right back and trying to go up by 2 scores here with 4:12 and counting here in the first half. Baptiste again has running room again through the interior of that Independence defensive line, who picks up 7 or 8. And Independence having trouble handling Baptiste inside. They're trying to shut down that speed sweep game. And Baptiste is getting some running room inside. And he picks up 7 on that carry inside of 4 minutes here to play in the first half. Baptiste carries again. This time he'll be close to the first down. Stopped by Ryan Joseph, Chris Bonds and company, and it looks like this will be close to the first down. Let's see where they spot it down. And they're going to call for the change.
Sponsoring tonight's game is Hi-Ho Barbecue in Hammond. Stop by Hi-Ho Barbecue in Hammond and see Billy or Celeste, as all of them and their staff are there to better help serve you the best sandwiches around. Sliced pork or beef, ham sandwiches, hamburgers, fries, and all the trimmings at Hi-Ho Barbecue, located on West Thomas Street in Hammond. Give them a call at 345-9828. That's 345-9828. Often imitated but never duplicated. Hi-Ho Barbecue in Hammond.
So basically what will amount into a free play here for the Warriors. On 3rd and short, you'll probably just look for the quarterback sneak here for Brandon Wagner. Wagner gives to Batiste, hit right at the line of scrimmage, but he'll probably have the first down as he only needed about 6 inches. And he has the first down to the 32-yard line. First and 10, ball to Tiger, 32-yard line. Amite on top, 7-0, marching for more here. Here's Wagner. He'll throw on the hitch. Coming up on Harrell and making the tackle, it looked like, was Carlos Spears, I believe. Also Tofield. He'll pick up 5 on the play. So Jarrell Carter on the quick hitch from Wagner picks up 5. It'll bring up second down and 5. Ball at the Indy 28-yard line. No backs in the backfield. Wagner under center. Man in motion. Here's the speed give. Coming up and tripping up the ball carrier was Chris Bonds, but they're going to give a generous spot here, I believe. And there's going to be a timeout, Warriors. Couldn't see who the ball carrier was. Again, we're blocked out here. He's going to be short of the first down, gain of 2 yards on the play. Chris Bonds on a nice open field tackle there. And Amite calls the timeout. 2:11 to play. We'll take a break. You're watching high school football on FPTV, Channel 17. Third down and 2. Amite will go a spread offense here. No running backs in the backfield. Needing just 2 yards. They'll send a man in motion is Perry. They'll give it to him on the speed sweep. Coming up and hit him into the backfield. He slips a tackle, breaks another one close to the first down, and Perry was hit in the backfield, but he broke a tackle with some good footwork, got up close to the first down, and on second effort, he may have picked it up here. And the Tigers have a man down in the secondary. And we're not sure who that is down on the field for the Tigers, but that looks like Charles Tofield on the play, and we're not sure, but they're attending to a leg area. Perry was short of the first down by about, a yard here. And Amite most assuredly will go for it on fourth down. He was hit in the backfield, which would have been about a 2-yard loss on the play, but he slipped the tackle and was able to get close to the first down, and that gives him a much better opportunity here to pick it up on fourth down.
Sponsoring tonight's telecast of the Amite Independence game is Amite City Ford, located on 122 Southwest Central Avenue in Amite. Amite City Ford has all the best models in Ford trucks and cars today. Go by and see the new Ford Ranger, the Ford Explorer, the F-150s, or even the new Ford Excursions, and always those beautiful Ford Mustangs. Stop by and see Mr. Sam Johnson and his staff today at Amite City Ford, located on 122 Southwest Central Avenue in Amite. Give him a call at 748-9026. Amite City Ford, a proud sponsor of the Amite Independence broadcast.
Charles Tofield, the injured Tiger, going to walk this one off on his own, but we're not sure if it's an ankle, knee, or a cramp. But he's in pain, no question about it. He was a little bit ginger as he got up, but he did walk off on his own power, but that's a big blow to this Tiger defense. Fourth and short. Wagner sends Perry in motion, gives to Batiste. He breaks ahead for the first down to the Tiger 15-yard line. And Amite threatening to go up by 2 scores here, and if they do, they get the football to start the second half. And this right here is a crucial series of downs for Independence. Batiste again, he runs over a tackler down to about the 12. Ryan LeBlanc on the tackles. Batiste lowered his helmet, ran right over LeBlanc, rolled him for a gain of about 5, and Amite calls a timeout. So 1:15 to play here in what has been a very entertaining first half. And with that timeout, we'll go ahead and plug John Mabry one more time, candidate for Parish Council, District 3, number 81 on your ballot. John Mabry will offer new leadership for the new millennium. He'll work hard for all of the citizens in District 3, as well as the parish. John Mabry has a proven record of service to the people of this district, as well as Tangipahoa Parish. Please vote for John Mabry, number 81 on your ballot on Election Day. John Mabry, of course, former principal right here at Independence High School. And a fine, fine man, I can tell you. He is about as good as they come, and he is seeking your vote for Parish Council in District 3. So Amite calls the timeout, and they'll have it second down. We'll call it a long 5, closer to 6 yards.
Travis R. Amar, attorney at law, handles a wide variety of personal injury matters, including auto accidents, wrongful death, and medical malpractice. Travis R. Amar also handles criminal defense and domestic matters such as divorce, child support, and child custody. Whether your case is personal injury, criminal, or domestic, Travis R. Amar is dedicated to providing aggressive legal services for all of your legal needs.
This is C.J. Baptiste again, bounces off a tackler, runs over Carlos Spears into the end zone, and pushed the Warriors on top by 2 touchdowns. Amite had a lineman jump prior to the snap there. There was no call. And Baptiste just ran slap over Carlos Spears, who met him there at about the 5, but he just put him in the turf. And Baptiste, who didn't play against Independence last year, looking to atone for not being able to play in that ball game, and he puts the Warriors up by 2 touchdowns, and that is a dagger into the heart of this Independence football team, because Amite's going to get it to start the second half. Independence again has moved it extremely well, as Thompson's kick is good, and Amite goes up by a score of 14-0. So the Tigers will have a minute 10 here in which to work with, but it's been Independence mistakes that have been their undoing here tonight. Two turnovers have led to 2 Amite touchdowns. Independence turned away after driving it 4 times in the Warrior territory, and they have come up short all 4 times, and Amite on top 14-0, and you just can't give the number 1 ranked football team in Louisiana that many chances on offense. So Independence trailing by 2 scores. Charles Tofield walking around on the sidelines. He'll be replaced on the kickoff team by Gerald Williams. So C.J. Baptiste, very impressive here tonight. Low center of gravity, reminds you of Joe Morris. He has run extremely hard in this football game, has both touchdowns. And Amite asserting their dominance here late in the second half. A shank kick off the side of the foot. Gerald Williams will return the football, comes back to the middle of the field, has running room up to the 22-yard line, and that's going to be it for him as he stopped there. 1:04 to play. And right here, you could probably look for Independence just to take this thing into the locker room. They had an outstanding game plan offensively coming out. They've moved the football, and you're going to be shocked when you see the total yardage. But they have no points to show for it. Here's Signorelli on the option keeper, and he stopped for no gain, maybe a gain of 1. And you've got to, right here, you don't want to risk another turnover here. And with 50 seconds to play, you could probably look for Independence just to sit on it here and take that 14-0 deficit into the halftime locker room. Tigers are going to throw, and Signorelli is sacked, and that is a surprise there, as instead of kneeling on it, they go for the pass play here, and if I may meet, you might want to call a timeout. But they're just going to let the clock run down after the sack, and that's going to do it here in the first half. Your score, Amite 14, Independence nothing. We'll be back with a halftime show. You're watching high school football on FBTV, Channel 17.
Tonight's ball game is Piggly Wiggly and Paul's Pharmacy in Independence. Stop by the new Piggly Wiggly food store today. Hey, it's a fresh atmosphere. Great clean shopping is what you'll get. Fresh, delicious produce items, great dairy products, great meat prices, and so much more. They have a fresh bakery. They offer Western Union services, phone cards, and get ready for your holiday trays with Piggly Wiggly. While you're shopping, drop off your prescription at Paul's Pharmacy located inside of Piggly Wiggly. And while you're shopping, your prescriptions will be filled by Mr. Paul Dernan Sr. and his staff. That's Piggly Wiggly and Paul's Pharmacy. You can call the grocery store at 878-4306 and call Paul's Pharmacy located inside of Piggly Wiggly at 878-4401. A proud sponsor of the Amite Independence broadcast is Buster's Furniture Company. Stop by and see our huge store as it's overstocked with furniture arriving daily from the recent market. All sorts of items. There's sofa sleepers, beautiful couches, chairs, love seats, bedding apparel, and so much more. They have 6 months same as cash delivery set up, removal of old bedding when purchased from the Sleep Center. Give them a call today at Buster's Furniture Company in Amite at 748-9048 or 748-8083. That's Buster's Furniture Company, Highway 16 West in Amite. Proud sponsor of tonight's ball game is People's Bank of Amite. People's Bank of Amite is located at 201 West Oak Street in Amite. For all of your banking needs, stop by People's Bank today. Give them a call at 748-9476. For the people, by the people. We are People's Bank. People's Bank in Amite, member FDIC and an equal housing lender. People's Bank of Amite, a proud sponsor of tonight's Amite versus Independence football contest.
The Wahoops and Flatcore have switched sides, and they will be performing to Talking in Your Sleep, a special message for the Amite fans at the end of the song.
A proud sponsor of tonight's Amite Independence ball game is the Rehabilitation and Sports Care Center. The Rehabilitation and Sports Care Center is now serving the area and offering the best in sports care and rehab services. The center is located on Highway 16 East in Amite, and they are open 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. on Fridays, and 8 a.m. until noon on Saturday. Stop by and let Brennan or Banya guide you through the rehab process. They accept most insurance plans, Medicare, and attorney cases. For physical therapy with results, call 74-REHAB. Quickway Food Store. Quickway Food Store is your one-stop shop for gas, snacks, and drinks. Hot or cold sandwiches are always fresh and available. The coldest beer and drinks in town and delicious deli meats are ready to be sliced at Quickway Food Store. Whether you're filling up with Citgo gas or buying some delicious fried chicken, stop by Quickway today. You can give them a call at 878-6192. That's Quickway Food Store, Highway 51 in Independence. Since 1934, First Guaranty Bank has been a part of Tangipahoa Parish. We at First Guaranty Bank take pride in our bank and its continued growth. Our staff is truly committed to customer satisfaction. Our future depends on two things: our dedication and commitment to our customers and communities we serve, and the experience and talent of our employees. First Guaranty Bank is proud to be an integral part of this community. First Guaranty Bank, member FDIC, and a equal housing lender. Daniel H. Edwards, attorney at law. Legal advice is very important, and you need a name you can trust. Contact Daniel H. Edwards today for all of your legal advice. Located at 202 East Oak Street in Amite, Daniel Edwards is dedicated to all of his clients and their legal needs. Give him a call and ask him any question at 748-2787. That's 748-2787. A proud sponsor of tonight's broadcast, Daniel Edwards, attorney at law, 202 East Oak Street in downtown Amite. Sponsoring tonight's ball game is Ragusa's Hardware in Independence. Located at 421 West Railroad Avenue in Independence, Ragusa's Hardware has all of your building supply. Whether you're building a new house, trying to repair that old porch, or putting together a sun deck, stop by Ragusa's Hardware today for all of your building needs. Give them a call at 878-6254. That's 878-6254. Ragusa's Hardware, located at 421 West Railroad Avenue in downtown Independence. Sponsoring tonight's ball game is Piggly Wiggly and Paul's Pharmacy in Independence. Stop by the new Piggly Wiggly food store today. Hey, it's a fresh atmosphere. Great clean shopping is what you'll get. Fresh, delicious produce items, great dairy products, great meat prices, and so much more. They have a fresh bakery. They offer Western Union services, phone calls, and get ready for your holiday trays with Piggly Wiggly. While you're shopping, drop off your prescription at Paul's Pharmacy, located inside of Piggly Wiggly. And while you're shopping, your prescriptions will be filled by Mr. Paul Dernan Sr. and his staff. That's Piggly Wiggly and Paul's Pharmacy. You can call the grocery store at 878-4306 and call Paul's Pharmacy, located inside of Piggly Wiggly, at 878-4401.
Mark Willoughby back as we get set to start the second half. Amite on top of this one, 14-0. Both teams have moved the ball well here tonight. Independence rushed in the first half for 120 yards, 16 yards passing, 136 total. Amite likewise rushed for 120 yards. They had one 5-yard pass completion for 125 total yards, so the Tigers actually hold the advantage in total offense, but trail on the scoreboard mainly as the result of 3 turnovers, a controversial fumble as Amite will get the football first. Here's Julio Cervantes and an onside kick, and Independence has the football. Independence on the onside kick comes up with the football, and it looked like Gerald Williams who came up with it, and the Tigers will have it at the 46. And that was something the Independence coaches were mulling over before we started the second half. They were talking about coming out with an onside kick, and lo and behold, they did it. And recover at the 46. So they have the football. Signorelli at quarterback, and a jump prior to the snap.
Sponsoring tonight's ball game is Ross Downing Chevrolet, located at 600 at South Morrison Boulevard in Hammond. Ross Downing Chevrolet, the discount center. We are proud of our reputation for discounts. Give them a call in Hammond at 345-1285. Ross Downing Chevrolet offers the best prices around, and they're located right in the heart of Hammond, Louisiana. Louisiana's #1 Corvette dealer for the last 6 years. That's Ross Downing Chevrolet, 600 South Morrison Boulevard in Hammond.
Here's Dawson on the carry, breaks one tackle back to the original line of scrimmage, and it'll bring up second down and 10. So, of course, I never saw the fumble. We were blocked out, so I have no idea. But the bottom line is Amite was able to come up with a football, turn the Tigers away. And the Warriors picked off a couple of passes after that and were able to convert them into touchdowns. Amite, a very, very good football team. Second and 10. Here's Dawson, has running room, hit and dropped for about 3 yards on the counter sweep. Stopped by Dorset Buckles. Also number 72 for the Warriors, Brandon Hornsby. So a gain of 3. It'll bring up third down and 7. So the Tigers, who recaptured the momentum with the onside kick, were penalized and found themselves in a little bit of a hole here and have it third down and 7. Ball at the 43-yard line. They have to get to the 36. For Amite, it's been all C.J. Batiste in this football game. Signorelli to throw, looking, has a man open, and it's nearly intercepted again. Looking for Ryan LeBlanc. He wanted the interception call, and the Tigers have to punt it away. And they will. So Amite, who was surprised by the onside kick, does the job defensively. They hold off the Tigers, and they dodge a bullet there, and Independence will punt it for the first time tonight. You can hear Donald Career all the way across the field saying, watch for the fake. So Signorelli will punt for the Tigers. Jarrell Carter will return, standing at his 10-yard line. Good snap. Signorelli gets a high end-over-end kick. This will angle out of bounds. Will hit and roll dead at the 19-yard line, where Amite will have it first and 10.
A proud sponsor of tonight's Amite Independence ball game is the Rehabilitation and Sports Care Center. The Rehabilitation and Sports Care Center is now serving the area and offering the best in sports care and rehab services. The center is located on Highway 16 East in Amite, and they are open 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. on Fridays, and 8 a.m. until noon on Saturday. Stop by and let Brennan Arbanya guide you through the rehab process. They accept most insurance plans, Medicare, and attorney cases. For
this football game, and they lead it 14-0. Man in motion. Here's Wagner, gives to Batiste, and he is hit at the line of scrimmage, picks up 1 or 2, and that's it. see who gets off the bottom of the pile for Independence. Looks like Tanner and company. It is. And Clarence Richardson. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8. Amite, a very explosive offense. It's been C.J. Baptiste, who has been tough to tackle here in this ball game, has both Amite touchdowns. Here's Wagner on the counter. Turns the corner, has the 1st down, and the sidelines knocked out of bounds at the 43-yard line after he picks up the 1st down. So the Tigers, who are trying to bottle up inside to stop that dive play, have to give up something, and right there they give up the quarterback counter play to Brandon Wagner, who is a threat in of himself. They have a lot of weapons you have to try to shut down. In the past, Independence has done a pretty good job of that. But here tonight they have had a tough going trying to get that Amite offense under control. And in motion, here's Baptiste on the carry. He's hit, breaks a tackle, picks up 4. Stopped by Carlos Spears. He met Spears at the 5-yard line on his 2nd touchdown run. And for all intents and purposes, planted him in the turf. But right there, Spears comes back, a little more physical, and makes the play. But Baptiste picks up 4 yards. So what looks like a nominal gain is 4 yards. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down anytime. Amite marching the ball methodically here, looking to go up by 3 scores at the 47-yard line. This is Baptiste again. He is hit and drives forward to about the 49 of Independence. He'll be short of the 1st down by a couple. It'll bring up 3rd down and 2.
Tackle by Clarence Richardson and Ryan Joseph.
Again, this ball game brought to you by John Mabry, who is candidate for Parish Council in District 3, number 81. That's John Mabry, a proven track record of service to all the residents in Tangipahoa Parish, not just those in District 3. Vote John Mabry on Election Day, candidate for Parish Council. Wagner sends man in motion, turns and hands it off to Baptiste, who breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, still on his feet, down to the 32 of Independence. And they just can't tackle him. That's basically all there is to it. He's breaking tackles, running through them like water. And he's just a hard man to bring down, and he is running with abandon here tonight, reckless abandon here tonight. And basically, he just is more physical than the Tiger defense. And he has broken several tackles at the point of attack. They've been in position to make the play, but it's been C.J. Baptiste who has earned every yard. Be Baptiste again, and this time they clamp down on him for a gain of 1 or 2. And an Amite touchdown here can, for all intents and purposes, almost salt this game away. Independence would have to dig out from under a 21-0 hole, and that is just a tough chore to do against this kind of defense. 14-0 is hard enough. Here's Baptiste on the toss sweep. He's hit in the backfield, breaks another tackle, and is dropped at the 27.
Quickway Food Store. Quickway Food Store is your one-stop shop for gas, snacks, and drinks. Hot or cold sandwiches are always fresh and available. The coldest beer and drinks in town and delicious deli meats are ready to be sliced at Quickway Food Store. Whether you're filling up with Citgo gas or buying some delicious fried chicken, stop by Quickway today. You can give them a call at 878-6192. That's Quickway Food Store, Highway 51 in Independence.
And a timeout has been called by Amite. So with that timeout, we'll take a break. Your score, Amite 14, Independence nothing. Back. 3rd down and 4. Amite at the Tiger 26-yard line, trying to pick up this 1st down and keep this drive alive. Wagner under center. He'll turn, give to Baptiste. He'll spin through a tackle and gets up close to the first down, but he's short, I believe, by about a yard. And again, that's just second effort by Baptiste. He was hit at the line of scrimmage, but he was able to spin out of it and picked up a couple. Well, actually, they're going to say it's just a gain of 1, so it'll bring up 4th down and 3. Looked like he got a little bit more of a surge there, but they spotted back to the 24. So it's 4th down and 3. Amite will go for it. And for the Independence defense, this is without question the play of the game. Baptiste on the carry. He's hit and pushes forward, and it looks like he has the first down.
Since 1934, First Guaranty Bank has been a part of Tangipahoa Parish. We at First Guaranty Bank take pride in our bank and its continued growth. Our staff is truly committed to customer satisfaction. Our future depends on 2 things: our dedication and commitment to our customers and communities we serve, and the experience and talent of our employees. First Guaranty Bank is proud to be an integral part of this community. First Guaranty Bank, member FDIC, and a equal housing lender.
And he gets it by a nose of the football. And again, it looked like he crawled forward there on his hands and knees and got just enough to pick up that first down. And Amite keeps this drive alive. And it has been all Warriors here tonight. Of course, Independence has moved it well, but just don't have anything to show for it. Here's Wagner to pass. Has a man down there, and Alexander had good position. And the ball was overthrown, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Chad Alexander has played outstanding corner for Independence this year. And right there, he had the man blanketed, and Wagner overthrows it, 2nd down and 10.
Chad Alexander will bring up 2nd down for the Warriors. 2nd and 10 for the Tigers.
Amite going for the dagger here. Independence trying to hang on to their lives on this drive. No backs in the backfield. Amite comes out in that bunch formation. He'll send the pitch to Baptiste. He'll try to break a tackle, and he is hit by Alexander or Tofield, I believe. But again, he's so strong, he just drives the pile forward for about 2 or 3 yards. And that, looks like a play that stops the line of scrimmage, but Baptiste is so strong that he just drives that pile forward. He is an outstanding running back. And again, you remember Joe Morris of the New York Giants back in the mid-late 80s. He is a carbon copy. Didn't come in with the flashy statistics here tonight, but I got to tell you, he is one of the better running backs in Louisiana. Here's Wagner to throw, has a man open. It's incomplete, and a flag is down. That's going to be interference on Charles Tofield. So everything going the way of the Warriors here tonight. They get the interference call. They got a clip call earlier when the Tigers were driving. They get a fumble call, so they are getting the benefit here tonight. And of course, that was Tofield was all over him and nearly tackled him prior to the ball getting there.
Daniel H. Edwards, attorney at law. Legal advice is very important, and you need a name you can trust. Contact Daniel H. Edwards today for all of your legal advice. Located at 202 East Oak Street in Amite, Daniel Edwards is dedicated to all of his clients and their legal needs. Give him a call and ask him any question at 748-2787. That's 748-2787. A proud sponsor of tonight's broadcast, Daniel Edwards, attorney at law, 202 East Oak Street in downtown Amite.
Here's Wagner. He'll try it on the keeper, straight up the middle on the trap, and he'll fall forward for 2 yards. It'll bring up 2nd down and goal from the 7. And Amite, everything that their press clippings and preseason accolades have said they would be here tonight. I've had a chance to see them in person twice, and they are an outstanding football team, very deserving of that #1 ranking. And they are showing it here tonight on top 14-0. Looking for more. Here's Wagner on the give. Baptiste is wide open. He'll take it into the end zone. That's an excellent play call by the Warriors. What they did is they motioned Independence to the other side of the field and just run the zone play away from the motion. And Independence was just outmanned. The flag is going to be unsportsmanlike, I believe, on somebody, or a late hit on Independence. But either way, the touchdown's going to count. They call a personal foul on Independence. They call a late hit, and that's a bad call. I mean, that's a terrible call. I mean, it's guy's going to make a tackle. They're saying he already scored when he hit him, but it's I don't know. Anyway, Damian Thompson in for the extra point, and Amite can in control in this football game. And this touchdown the penalty should be credited on the kickoff, which will give Thompson a chance to boot it out of the end zone. He puts this one right down the middle, and Amite on top, 21-0. So Independence came out with an onside kick. They recovered, unable to do anything with the football, but Amite turns right around, marches 80 yards, and puts a dagger in the heart of the Tigers. Go up 21-0, and they are in control of this football game. So this penalty, which was a late hit, apparently after he crossed the goal line, is going to be marched off on this kickoff, I do believe, and Thompson will either try to kick it out of the end zone or he may try an onside kick. We'll see. Again, John Mabry, a proven track record of service to the people of District 3, as well as Tangipahoa Parish. Want your vote for Parish Council in District 3. That's John Mabry, running for Parish Council in District 3 in Tangipahoa Parish. Vote number 81, John Mabry. Apparently, they moved it half the distance on the extra point. So Thompson will kick from the 40-yard line.
What a score in the third quarter. Drew Thunder, 34. St. Thomas, nothing.
So 4:05 to play here. Independence has to do something with the football on this drive. They're to have any opportunity to get back into the ball game. But Amite kind of wound up playing on a motion here, and they are flying high, and that ball goes out of bounds. And Independence probably will elect to take this one at the 35, because Thompson, as we saw earlier, kicked one out of the back of the end zone. You don't want to give him another opportunity. And Independence will take it at the 35.
All new and only at Amite Sunflower. Be rewarded every time you shop with Sunflower's Gold Card reward checks. That's right. Use your Gold Card every time you shop and get points. When you reach 50 points, get a reward check to buy items such as Crisco oil, Kraft mayonnaise, or Nabisco crackers, each with a reward check. Remember, use the card, get points, get reward checks, and get the savings only at Amite Sunflower, home owned and operated by Nick and Vivian Trebona, Highway 51 North in Amite.
And again, Independence, right now probably a little bit flat emotionally. They're in a hole, 21-0, not coming off the ball quite as hard as they were earlier in the ball game. Amite, of course, flying around, having fun, going for the kill here. And Dawson able to only lose a yard on the play. Looked like it was going to be a loss of about 4, but they'll call it a loss of 1. This will be Jarvis Dunn on the carry. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Maybe a gain of 1. It'll bring up 3rd down and 9. And Independence and 3rd down and long here, something they wanted to avoid in this ball game, and for the most part have done that. They've only had to punt 1 time, and that was their opening possession of the second half. Signorelli to pass, has a guy wide open. That's Dawson, complete. Down the sidelines to the 35, breaks the tackle. To the 10, still on his feet to the 9-yard line. Brandon Dawson out of the backfield. Has it first and goal to the 9-yard line of the Warriors. So just when you thought the Tigers may be dead, they come back with that play, but they have it on perhaps the worst part of the field you can have it, and that's first and goal from the 9 or 10-yard line. They're going to have to score here, but Amite, who's been stingy all night, they've turned the Tigers away 4 times in the first half. They'll try to do it again here. Here's Dawson on the carry, cuts back to the 9, only has a yard. And Amite has made adjustments against that Tiger running game, and they have pretty much shut it down here in the second half.
At the south gate, behind the concession stand on the home side. A pair of 4 kids on the home side. South gate, home side, meet the Independence Police.
Called a gain of a yard. It'll bring up second down and goal from the 9-yard line. Signorelli to throw, has a man wide open. It's Joseph, touchdown. Ryan Joseph out of the backfield scores, and the Tigers answer the Amite touchdown. And the drive covered 65 yards, all of it in the air. Brandon Dawson on the long reception of some 55 yards, and it was Ryan Joseph out of the backfield from Dustin Signorelli, and the Tigers are on the board. Julio Cervantes in for the extra point. Kick is down, it's up, and no good. He hooked it to the right. Cervantes, who's been almost automatic all year, hooks that one to the right. So the Tigers will have to resort to going for 2 later on if they're to get back into the ball game. But that was an important drive for Independence, not only to get back into this ball game, but it's also important for their playoff journey. They moved the ball well in the first half against perhaps the best defense in 3A high school football, but didn't have anything to show for it. And you didn't want to come out here tonight and get shut out. So they're able to put a touchdown on the board. It not only keeps them in the ball game here tonight, but again, it helps them in the next week and into the playoffs. Especially when you run up against the likes of teams like St. James, Jennings, Benton, and others who are lurking out there, Car Magnet. And possibly, quite possibly, this very same Amite football team. The new playoff format, they could easily meet prior to the Superdome. It's no longer opposite side of the brackets for the first and second place team. Cervantes to kick, Carter deep to receive for the Amite Warriors. Cervantes will kick this one deep and over the heads of Perry, and it will go to the 1-yard line where Carter will pick it up there. And he is hit, tries to break a tackle. He slips it up to the 18-yard line, and Cervantes put a charge into that ball and over the head of the Amite return team.
Pete's Pharmacy, your value right agency in Independence, featuring everyday low prices. At Pete's Pharmacy, we have 2 registered pharmacists on duty to give fast, efficient prescription service. We are completely computerized for tax and insurance records. We accept Louisiana Medicaid and most third-party insurance. We have 24-hour emergency prescription service. Call Pete Armada Sr. or Pete Armada Jr. today at 878-6321. That's Pete's Pharmacy, serving the Independence area since 1970.
Man in motion. Here's Wagner on the give to Baptiste. He'll try to slip a tackle and does. Gets up to the 20-yard line where he'll pick up about 3 yards. On the play, Charles Tofield on the tackle, and you're going to see a steady diet of Mr. Baptiste, I have to believe, for the remainder of this ball game. Second down, we'll call it a long 7 or a long 6 after he gets up to around the 20-yard line. Man in motion is Perry. They'll turn, hand to Baptiste again, slips through a tackle and picks up a couple. Up to the 22 or 23 yard line. He'll be short of the first down by about 4 or 5 yards. Apparently he didn't get as far as it looked like. Apparently that was an Amite blocker down on the ground. I thought he shot through there for about 3, but they're going to only credit him with a 1-yard gain. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Warriors. Baptiste has been very impressive, as has been that Amite offensive line. They'll go no backs. Independence in a mismatch here. And stopped in the backfield on the play was Oscar Perry. And again, Amite had an alignment problem out here on the right side, and Brandon Wagner did not spot it. If he would have spotted it, had any kind of automatic checkoff call, it might have been a touchdown. Amite had nobody, or Independence had nobody covering it. And, actually, that gave him an extra man at the line of scrimmage to make the play. So Ryan Joseph with a big hit on Perry in the backfield, and that's the final play of the 3rd quarter. With your score, Amite 21, Independence 6. Back after this timeout, you're watching Amite Independence on FPTV, Channel 17. 4th down and 9. The Warriors will be in punt formation. Jarvis Dunn deep to receive, and Tigers trailing 21-6, trying to get back into the ball game after the outstanding defensive stop there. Here's the kick. It's a floater, which will bounce at the 45 and take an Amite. Maybe a little bias here and there. It's because I am an Independence graduate, and sometimes emotions Louisiana in 3A, and every once in a while we can get a little bit of emotional because we do have ties to the other program, but Amite's a great football team. Here is Dawson on the draw play. No, it's Tofield. He has 1st down yardage to the 43-yard line. So that is Dawson on the carry. I'm doing this with one contact here tonight, and it's hard for me to pick up numbers, but Dawson picks up big yardage, about 16, 17, 18 yards on the play, and has the 1st down to the 44. And again, Independence continues to move the ball here tonight. Amite coming in with the top-ranked defense in Louisiana in 3A. Independence has done a good job against them here tonight. This is Dunn on the reverse. Looks outside. He's going to be hemmed in and dropped for a loss. Flag comes in. And Jarvis Dunn is dropped for a huge loss on the reverse. So Amite, who was victimized by that play several times in the first half, clamped down on it there, and Dunn, who tried to reverse his position to make something out of nothing, lost more yardage. There's a hold on the play against the Tigers as Amite came with a jailbreak that time. And I'm sure they'll decline the penalty.
Another proud sponsor of tonight's Amite Independence broadcast is your State Farm insurance agent, Robbie Lee. Stop by and see Mr. Robbie Lee and all of his friendly staff at State Farm Insurance. They're located at 227 Northwest Central Avenue in Amite. Mr. Robbie Lee and his staff are always there to give you the best quotes and rates on home insurance and also automobile insurance as well. Give them a call at 748-9000. That's 748-9000. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Robbie Lee, State Farm Insurance Agent, located 227 Northwest Central Avenue in downtown Amite.
On waggle action, looking, has a man wide open. That's LeBlanc complete. He's close to the 1st down to the 30. Pickup of 16, a yard short. And Ryan LeBlanc came from backside, dragging across the middle. And Dustin Signorelli stood tall in the pocket and fired a strike. And we have to credit Signorelli, who has played well here tonight. He has thrown a couple of interceptions that have hurt the Tigers in the first half, but overall he has played a fine football game. And it'll be 3rd down and 2, Independence. Signorelli calls for it. He'll give Dawson. He'll push forward, and he'll be close to the 1st down. Looks like he's short. The official coming in, and where he's going to spot the football is about a yard short, I do believe. So this is going to be 4th down and about a foot. So the play of the game here for the Independence Tigers, 9:55 and counting. The 1st down keeps them in it. An Amite stop here will make it difficult for Independence to get back in the ball game. Signorelli give Dawson. Signorelli keeps, has the 1st down. No, Dawson has it. And my, oh my, I have no idea who had the football, but Brandon Dawson apparently spun off a tackle and picked up the 1st down. Looked like Signorelli may have kept it on the keeper, but apparently that was Signorelli opening up a block as Dawson spun off the initial hit, would not have had the 1st down on initial contact. And again, this is a very emotional football game. And we want to try to be as objective as we can here. Signorelli to pass. Looks on the pump fake, has a man open, McCleary, and he overthrows him. Had him down there, but McCleary a little bit late getting out of his break.
Sponsoring tonight's game is Hi-Ho Barbecue in Hammond. Stop by Hi-Ho Barbecue in Hammond and see Billy or Celeste, as all of them and their staff are there to better help serve you the best sandwiches around. Sliced pork or beef, ham sandwiches, hamburgers, fries, and all the trimmings at Hi-Ho Barbecue, located on West Thomas Street in Hammond. Give them a call at 345-9828.
Dawson on the draw, has some running room, runs over a tackler to the 21, picks up about 5 or 6. Stopped by Okacha on play. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down, and we'll call it 4 or 5. Third down and 4, Independence with 1 back in the backfield. That's Dawson. Signorelli on waggle action. Looks, has a man wide open again, and it's dropped. He had Ryan LeBlanc right on the numbers at about the 6 or 7 yard line, and he could not hold on to it. And that would have been a 1st down and possibly a touchdown. And now the Tigers down to perhaps their biggest play of the ball game. And oh, you wonder what could have been here tonight for Tiger fans had they limited the turnovers and capitalized on plays such as the last one. And they're going to call a timeout and talk about this one. 21-6 your score. Amite on top. Back after this commercial break. Independence at the 22-yard line. 4th down and 4. This is the play of the ball game for the Tigers here tonight. Signorelli on the draw to Dawson. He hits, runs over a man, pushes forward, and he's close to the 1st down. Let's see if he has it. Tigers say he does. And it's going to depend on the spot. It looked like he had it from here. And they do have it. Independence on the draw play to Dawson. We have an injured Tiger down. It looks like Aaron Lips on the field for Independence. That would be a huge loss for the Tigers if he can't go.
Sponsoring tonight's telecast of the Amite Independence game is Amite City Ford. Located on 122 Southwest Central Avenue in Amite, Amite City Ford has all the best models in Ford trucks and cars today. Go by and see the new Ford Ranger, the Ford Explorers, the F-150s, or even the new Ford Excursions, and always those beautiful Ford Mustangs. Stop by and see Mr. Sam Johnson and his staff today at Amite City Ford, located on 122 Southwest Central Avenue in Amite. Give him a call at 748-9026. Amite City Ford, a proud sponsor of the Amite Independence broadcast.
Without them, Tangipahoa Parish medical crew is always on the spot to tend to all the injuries, bumps, and bruises. And they have trainers spread throughout the parish, such as Jeff Schmidt, who do an outstanding job. First down and 10 after the carry by Dawson, as Lips has to come off the field. He's on his own power. Signorelli on the toss sweep. Dawson has a block out front. Turns the corner and is cut out of bounds at the 15. Has about 1 or 2 yards on the play. He looked for that block outside, and the clock is on Amite's side here. Independence, of course, needs to do whatever they can to score. But the longer they take on the ground running it, of course, the more clock they eat up. And they'll be forced to, no question, make a defensive stand after a potential score here, or if they turn the ball over. Second down and 7. Gain of 2 or 3 on the play. Lips again still on the sideline. Signorelli on the waggle. Has a man open again. Wide open. Complete this time. And that is LeBlanc. And it's complete to the 2-yard line. And they're going to call it incomplete.
Travis R. Amar, attorney at law, handles a wide variety of personal injury matters, including auto accidents, wrongful death, and medical malpractice. Travis R. Amar also handles criminal defense and domestic matters such as divorce, child support, and child custody. Whether your case is personal injury, criminal, or domestic, Travis R. Amar is dedicated to providing aggressive legal services for all of your legal needs. Call Travis R. Amar today at 345-6333.
Slant play incomplete. That's interference, and there's no flag on the play. Now that was obvious interference. And they're going to call it incomplete. My goodness. Tiger receiver was hit there prior to the play, but no call, and Independence will be down to their last down again, 4th and 8. 6:55 to play. Signorelli. Pass is batted down, and the Warriors hold, and Independence had all kinds of chances there and could not convert.
A proud sponsor of the Amite Independence broadcast is Buster's Furniture Company. Stop by and see our huge store as it's overstocked with furniture arriving daily from the recent market. All sorts of items. There's sofa sleepers, beautiful couches, chairs, love seats, bedding, apparel, and so much more. They have 6 months same as cash delivery setup, removal of old bedding when purchased from the Sleep Center. Give them a call today at Buster's Furniture Company in Amite at 748-9048 or 748-8083. That's Buster's Furniture Company, Highway 16 West in Amite.
And of course, that drive there, you wonder what kind of game this could be. Baptiste breaks the tackle into the secondary, still on his feet for first down yardage up to the 27, stopped by Chris Bonds, but Baptiste continuing to work hard again. And he has been the workhorse that everybody says he is and everybody says he was. And he has single-handedly carried the Amite Warriors here tonight. Baptiste lone back is Baptiste. Man in motion is Perry. He'll turn, give to Baptiste again. He has nothing as he's met by Clarence Richardson, maybe a gain of 1.
A proud sponsor of tonight's ball game is People's Bank of Amite. People's Bank of Amite is located at 201 West Oak Street in Amite. For all of your banking needs, stop by People's Bank today. Give them a call at 748-9476. For the people, by the people. We are People's Bank in Amite, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. People's Bank of Amite, a proud sponsor of tonight's Amite versus Independence football contest.
Second down and 8. Perry in motion, give to Baptiste, breaks a tackle, has running room into the secondary, another first down. And the Independents just getting whipped inside as Baptiste finds that crease, and we have a penalty flag on the play, and let's see who this one's against. This was a late flag. It's either going to be on Independents or Amite for unsportsmanlike conduct, and let's see who they hit here. It's going to be on Amite. They have been, if I'm not mistaken, that may be about their second or third penalty of the night. They've done a good job of limiting penalties here tonight, and that's something that has always seemed to plague them in the past. And here tonight, they have been penalty and relatively mistake-free. And that is why they are on the front end of the scoreboard here tonight, 21-6. You have to limit mistakes in a game like this. So it's a penalty after the first down. It'll bring up 1st and 10. It should be a dead ball foul on 1st and 25. But they're going to call it 1st and 10. This should be a dead ball foul and 1st and 25, and the Tiger coaches want an explanation. And they're not going to get what they want to hear, and it's going to be 1st and 10. And again, the Tigers come up on the short end of the stick. So Wagner's just going to let this clock run down, try to milk it inside of 4 minutes before they run a play. This will be Baptiste again. He carries it and dropped for a gain of 1 by Brandon Dawson. And Charles Tofield almost guilty of a late hit there himself. He hit Baptiste after he was on the ground, but no call. So the Tigers get away with 1 there. 2nd down and 9. Again, Tigers with just 2 timeouts. Look for the speed to this side as Amite spreading the field all the way to the side. They're going to run the speed to this side, it looks like. Nope. Quarterback trap. Brandon Wagner is hit for a gain of about 4 or 5. It'll bring up 3rd down and 4. Amite spread the field all the way to the Independent sideline, and perhaps setting up the speed to that side. And Wagner runs the trap back up inside, picks up 4. It's 3rd down and 5 inside of 4 minutes to play. Big play here for the Tigers on 3rd and 5. Warriors with twins to the left. And in motion, here is Baptiste again. He's hit and stopped short of the 1st down. At about the 38, it'll bring up 4th and 2. And you got to think the Warriors will punt it here as Independence calls a timeout with 3:22 to play, and that is their final timeout. Mark Willoughby back, Amite in punt formation. Tigers want to avoid a roughing call here. If they're going to get the ball back, they just want to let Hornsby punt it away. Jarvis Dunn deep to receive. And it's a pretty good kick that will hit and take an Amite bounce, and Dunn gets away from it. Backs up to the 21, where the Tigers will have to go 80 yards. So pretty good kick away there by Hornsby. He did his job, and what can you say about this Amite Warrior football team? They are every bit as good as advertised. Came in ranked number 1, and they have proven it here tonight. Although I think Independence likewise has proven they're number 3. The scoreboard will, of course, we still have time remaining here, may indicate a different story, but this game is a lot closer than the scoreboard suggests. But give your credit to the Amite Warriors. They have been on top of their game here tonight. Signorelli back to throw, looking. He breaks the tackle, has some running room to run, and picks up about 5 or 6. on the scramble by Signorelli. And this is part of the game where the Tigers hope they wouldn't find themselves, and that's having to throw every down. Signorelli's done a good job here tonight, but it's not the strong suit of the Tigers offense. Aaron Lips is back into the ball game. Signorelli on the carry. He'll be up for the first down to the 39. And a fumble on the play, and Amite recovered. My goodness. My goodness. Independence has done everything tonight that folks prognosticating this game coming in said they couldn't do, and that's turn the ball over. That is 4 in the ball game. And I got to tell you, I don't know if they've turned it over 4 times all year. If they have, it's been with backups in the ball game. First down and 10 for the Warriors at the 32-yard line. 2:28. Tigers only have 1 timeout. Baptiste hit by Toefield. He'll take it inside the 30 to the 29. Independence has done a very good job against the Warrior offense here in the second half, outside of their opening touchdown drive of 80 yards, but just haven't been able to put it in the end zone. And that's basically been the story of the ball game. Independence just inability to put the ball in the end zone. Wagner man in motion. He'll give it to Baptiste again. He'll pile forward close to the first down, dragging tacklers with him. Picks up about 4. He'll be short. 137 and counting. And the Tigers defense have done just about all you can ask here tonight. Says Sean Tanner is gimpy. He had a sprained ankle coming in. And he'll have to come out of the ball game in favor of Aaron Lips, who comes in. 3rd down and 2. And Amite will break the 4-year losing streak to the Independence Tigers with a win here tonight, and will retain their #1 ranking and will be the odds-on favorite to win the Class 3A championship. However, you got to think Donald Career doesn't want to play these Independence Tigers again. And it could happen if the brackets stay like they look right now. Here's Baptiste again on the carry. Has the first down, and that will do it inside of a minute. And Amite can take a knee here. They can try to score again if they want, but they're going to win the ball game. Amite will up their record to 9-0. Independence will fall to 6-2. But again, folks, you look at the score, and much closer than the scoreboard indicates. Independence moving the ball better than perhaps anybody has all year. Amite looks like they're going to try to tack one on here. Baptiste on the carry, hit and drop. Inside of 25 seconds, and that should do it. They don't have to snap it again. And Amite has broken the streak, and they have taken hold of the champions of Tangipahoa Parish, looking to be the champions of the state of Louisiana with a very big win here over their arch rival, the Independence Tigers, in a hard-fought battle. What can you say, ladies and gentlemen? An excellent football game. Both teams played well. Independence bitten by the turnover bug. Amite played mistake-free tonight, and that's what you have to do to win championships. And they have won it here 21-6. We're going to take a break, come back and wrap it up. You're watching FPTV Channel 16 High School Football right here on Tangipahoa Television, or FPTV Channel. Back with Victoria's head football coach Donald Career of the Amite Warriors. And Coach, great win for your guys tonight. You guys played outstanding.
Yeah, Independence is an outstanding football team. It's a big rivalry, and it was for #1 in the district, and we went on top tonight.
Talk about the keys to your game real quick. Your offensive line was outstanding. C.J. Baptiste, what can you say about it?
The offensive line controlled the line of scrimmage, and we pounded them, and C.J.'s a great back, and he did the rest. Defensively, big interceptions with Patrick Walford and Chris Gordon, 2 fumble recoveries. I'm not sure who got them for us, and just the entire defense, kept them in check except for the 1 touchdown.
Coach, I know you want to get back with your football team. Congratulations on a great win. Good luck in the playoffs.
Thank you.
Coach Donald Career, everybody, Victoria's head football coach for the Amite Warriors. A great win for the Warriors tonight. They up their record to 9-0. We're going to take a break, come back. Deke Bellavia and myself will wrap it up right here from Tiger Stadium. You're watching FPTV, Channel 17. And welcome back. Deke Bellavia joining me here on our final comments here on the post-game show. Deke, another barn burner between the Warriors and the Tigers from the scoreboard standpoint. Amite took that 2-touchdown lead, kind of took control there after a couple of Independence turnovers, but this game evenly matched, as is always, especially at the line of scrimmage. Both offenses getting a big push up front offensively. Another classic.
It is, Mark, you tagged it right. It is another classic between 2 classic ball clubs, finest teams in the area, well coached on both sides, great tradition, great players, a great rivalry, and of course, Mark, I think a key was tonight, Independence didn't really want to get behind by 2 or more scores. That's why you see the onside kick to start the second half, which was very key, and the Warriors shutting them down was also very key. And Mark, I tell you what, one thing we saw tonight, Amy's defense bend, but they didn't break, and Independence was able to come up with some big plays, and I think we saw the maturity and the development of Dustin Signorelli from week 4 to now has grown great strides.
There's no doubt about it. You talked about Amy's defense bending but not breaking. Independence came out in a little bit of a wrinkle, a double wing set tonight. Caught Amite in some alignment problems, that big offensive line doing what they always do, creating holes for their backs. Jarvis Dunn and company, Brandon Dawson, also Charles Tofield picking up some big runs. But once Independence got into that red zone, the Amite defense bowed their necks, stood up, turned the Tigers away, picked up a big fumble down here at about the 10. Nobody could really see it. I was blocked out, but it was a big turnover early in the game. Then the 2 key interceptions, and that kind of just put the game away.
It did. Both those interceptions led to scores. And, of course, tonight, Mark, like we said back in week 2, if you don't believe in C.J. Baptiste, believe in him now. At the beginning of the season, this offensive line didn't get any credit. You heard about everybody's other offensive line in the area except for Amite. Give credit to the entire Warrior offensive line. Harvey, Roosevelt McGee, Justin Hutchinson, Darrell Edwards, and Rashawn Lewis. I think that was a key. Both lines were a key. Tigers just got a little more fatigue, Mark, and that may be a key. Aaron Lips and Barry Whitman had to go a lot more in the second half.
And the shame, Deke, we'll go ahead and say it now. We talked about the old playoff brackets. Nobody liked the way they were set up. It looks like right now, the way things are going to shake up, that Independence and Amite may be able to meet again prior to the Superdome. That would really be a shame, because both of these teams, I think, Deke, you would say, are capable of meeting each other again. And, boy, would that be awesome to meet again in the Superdome.
It would be awesome, Mark, but like you pointed out, to the power rating system, the way it looks right now, talking to both coaches, it's a possibility that these 2 teams could meet up in a Thanksgiving week matchup. It looks like right now a third-week scenario, that would be the quarterfinal matchup. A lot of things have to happen between now and then, but I tell you what, it would be a shame, Mark, but I think it'd be great for us so we could keep all of this continuity of this rivalry in our area, and of course 17, we'd be able to broadcast that one.
and again, another clean football game. A clean football game. That's always the case when these 2 teams play. Yeah, you had a couple of unsportsmanlike conducts, a late hit in the end zone on an Independence Tiger, but for the most part, fans get along. Everybody enjoys this rivalry. Everybody filing out of the park in orderly fashion. That's what high school football is all about.
And this is what high school football is all about. This is the good thing about high school athletics. 2 teams can get together. Like some other rivalries you may see in the area and in the state, you don't see coaches getting huffy and puffy and jumping up and down and showing out. These coaches are relatively calm. Of course, all coaches get excited, Mark, but these coaches are tops in the area. And I tell you what, not a finer game we've seen all season long, because back and forth, you can go back and see some closer games than score-wise, but back and forth, this game definitely had a lot of drama. It had its big plays, and of course, Amite Independence. What else can you say, Mark?
Well, there's no doubt about it. Of course, Deke, you're an Amite grad, I'm an Independence grad, and you can tend to get emotional in these ball games. I want to say now, I apologize if I got a little emotional in this ball game. We all have a tendency to pull for our school, and it's tough, and there may have been a couple of moments there were hairy, but Amite, you deserved it. You're number one. You proved it here tonight on the field. And, Deke, you got to say right now they're the odds-on favorite to win the state championship.
Well, there are a lot of things have to happen, Mark. And like we said, if they were to meet Independence before, you never want to see a team twice. I don't care what you do. It happened back in 1980, 81 when Amite played St. James. They beat them in the regular season. And Amite, R.W. Royce Memorial Stadium, week one of the playoffs. The #1 ranked Warriors were soundly defeated by St. James back in Russell Memorial Stadium. Like we said, a lot of things have to happen, Mark. But, hey, that's what excitement's all about. Hey, we all get excited, folks. This man did a good job. We all did a good job. We're glad you could join us for the best rivalry in Louisiana. Hey, Independence versus Amite.
Well, Deke, Tangipahoa Parish can enjoy this one for yet another year. Great rivalries in Tangipahoa Parish, Hammond, Ponchatoula, Kentwood, Amite, Kentwood, Independence. They're all big, and none bigger than this one here tonight. It was a good one, ladies and gentlemen. Your final score, Amite 21, Independence 6 for Deke Bellavia. I'm Mark Willoughby.